Well, good evening, guys. It's Chris, your YouTube daddy here. Now, I'm on Clifton Drive at the moment, and I thought I'm going to give you a full illuminations tour because it's evening time. The traffic's not that bad. It's not raining at the moment, and I've cleaned my window screen. And I've worked out why my iPad kept shaking. So hopefully we resolved all them issues. So now we're going to do a full illumination tour right from the start, where we're at the moment, by the tram shed, right the way to the bottom to where Red Bank Road is. So there's a tram going past. And so we're going to do illuminations tour here. Now hopefully the traffic's not that bad today, because it's been fairly quiet today. Because I've done a couple of illumination tours, but I've only done bits and pieces of them. Now I've got an hour to kill because I've just dropped my granddaughter off at dancing. So I thought I could either go home and get nagged up by Karen to do some work, or I could go out and do a quick video. I'm guessing this is going to take about 20 minutes or so. So we'll look at all the pretty lights as we're going down, and we'll talk about what they got. So these lights here seem to be sponsored by Virgin. Is that Virgin Atlantic? Virgin Media. So the first lot are sponsored by Virgin Media. The second lot are sponsored by Beaverbrooks, which is a place that sells diamonds uptown. I assume it's still there. And we're just going past the Headlands Hotel. Now this area here is where they do collections. These lights are actually very, very good, aren't they? Trying to work out what these are. They would just seem to be postcards. They seem to be illuminated postcards, original Blackpool type of postcards by the looks of it. There's another tram coming up here. As you say, it's quite quiet at the moment. It'll start to busy up next week when the Scottish kids go on holiday, and then obviously the week after it'll get very busy. So we've only really got 2 real busy weeks left in Blackpool now. The illuminations are on until the end of the year though, so if you do want to come up and drive the illuminations without being stuck in massive traffic jams, after the 3rd of November is the ideal time, especially during the week. I don't know what time they're on and off, but if you check on the website, they will tell you. But at least you won't have to spend hours stuck in a traffic jam. I would be going a little bit faster, but there seems to be a coach ahead of me there. So we've got mermaids here, or sirens, whichever ones they are. They're one of the two. It's definitely a kind of a fishy nautical feel there. Just going past Mr. Chippy, which is closed. I say it's now 8 o'clock. On the left hand side we've got the fountain, the water fountain light show. And we're just going past Pizza Hut. And believe it or not, Pizza Hut is still open. And then we're going past the Pleasure Beach, and on the left hand side is the water park, and just ahead of me on the right hand side is the Velvet Coaster, which, for those who've watched this channel before and other channels, was named after a roller coaster in the Pleasure Beach many years ago. I've got to keep half an eye on the time because I do have to be back to pick Missy up in 45 minutes. So I can do an illumination tour, and then when I come back, I will actually come back to back streets, which will be quicker. So we're just heading up towards South Pier now. Plenty of trams out tonight, aren't there? Not that many people on them. The Velvet Coast of Wetherspoon seems to be pretty full though. Right next door to that, the left-hand side of that, is the Beachcomber licensed restaurant and steakhouse. I don't think I've never been in there. Anyone been in there? Tell me what it's like. I've never been in that one. It's closed anyway, but I've never been in there. Then you've got Pablo's Fish and Chips. I have been in there, but it was a long time ago. So I don't really know what it's like nowadays. And these are the next lot of illuminations seem to be circus acts. So you've got the trapeze artist, the strong man, a clown juggling. Oh, look at that, there's a treat, there's the boat tram going past you. Life Without Limits. And we've got castles here. And McDonald's on my right hand side. Now I know a lot of people would have watched my stuff and seen me do this quite a few times, but as I said, I'm going to do a complete tour, one end to the other end. We've got the Dutton Arms on my right hand side. Then the Cod Mother. I love that name, it's so cool. And then you got the Blackpool Rock, which sells rock obviously. Mother Hubbard's, that's been there for years, Mother Hubbard's. Now we're by the new Brooklyn Hotel. And then the Cod Bars, I love these names. Oh, they're so cheesy, they're funny. They really are. And obviously a lot of the hotels at the moment. Now we're heading down to the Sooty and Sweet part of it. Who was it? Was it Matthew Corbett, wasn't it? Who was the one who did Sooty and Sweep? I know it used to be a big thing on North Pier that did. A lot of the kids won't even understand what Sooty and Sweep is. Easy wheezy, let's get busy. Now we go back to Lindy. I think there's a picture of Matthew Corbett on the central bit there, and these seem to be aliens we're on now. I think that's E.T. on the right hand side. No, maybe not. But it seems to be cartoon aliens anyway. It's not stopping, but we are running quite slow. I'm running at about 15 miles an hour here. I just seen a container that says smashed burgers on it. Oh good, we might speed up a little bit now that coach has pulled over. So we're now coming to the central part of Blackpool by Central Pier. Central Pier seems to be closed now, but it has gone quiet, to be fair. As I said, I think I was only open for, so I can hear a Nina. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Oh, it seems to be coming from behind me, so we just need to move over a little bit. There's a Nina, 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 Nina. There we go, there's a Nina. I'm happy now. We always see a Nina when we're doing the videos, don't we? Let me just clean the windscreen off, because it is spotting with range, with only a little bit. Pat's Bingo's still open. Quite a few people on there actually. Silcox is still open. The front part of South Pier is open. The Donkey Derby and the arcade part of it, but the back of it's closed. Pete's closed now. There's another tram. And the bubble tea. There's a bubble tea on the left-hand side of Pete's place. I've never tried it myself, but I think it's one of them acquired taste bubble tea, isn't it? I just don't like the look of it. A bit like Marmite. I don't like the look of Marmite. So it just looks... But Jackie swears by it. Jackie says it's really nice. So check that out. They're really friendly people there. It's really clean and tidy. And the friends of Jackie, I believe. So there is a bubble tea place, and I believe it's becoming a thing, bubble tea. You say definitely an acquired taste. It's not my type of thing, but... Well, now we're just going past the comedy carpet. And as I've said before, they're starting to set the things up on there, ready for the Christmas by the Sea. I can't remember the dates. Somebody did put the dates in on one of my last videos when Christmas by the Sea is. And I'm doing quite well. We actually keep on top of the comments. We've got Blackpool Amusements on the right hand side. And we've just gone past, we're just going past Coyote Uglies. We spoke about this the other day, where they've turned the Revolution and it's being turned into a Coyote Uglies. Now, I'm really keen on going in on that when it starts. I'm going to do a video, because I've been to a Coyote Uglies in Nashville, in Tennessee, so a proper American one. Now, I can't see how they're getting away with this, because with political correctness nowadays, Coyote Uglies, if you've never seen the film or you don't know what Coyote Uglies is, it's basically like a strip bar. It's a bar where you got loads of girls, very skimpily dressed, dancing on the bar. I always remember when I was at the one in Nashville, I was there with a mate of mine, and because he wanted to go in it, because he said, oh, this is a big film, I've never seen the film, and there was some girl peddling a toy tractor along the bar, and it's obviously, and it's very much like a strip club type of atmosphere. So I just can't square up with how they managed to get a license to put that here. I don't personally think there's anything wrong with that, if that's the type of thing you like. But in today's political climate of misogynistic people and all that lot, I'm just surprised that a left-wing council have allowed that, especially considering they seem to be trying to shut down the last couple of strip bars that are in Blackpool. It doesn't square up to me. I don't have a problem with it, because I think it'll be a good draw for people, but I'm definitely going to go in there and I want to see how it compares to its American, obviously, ownership and what they're like in America. If you've not seen it, check out the film Coyote Ugly and you'll understand what it's all about. But you say that's where the old Revolution was, because apparently Revolution spent thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds on doing the place up, and it just didn't work out for whatever reason. But Coyote Ugly really has got the name. I don't know if there's any more in the country, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're just going past the Imperial Hotel. I went off on a tangent then. And we're just going past the old Derby Baths. And we're now past the Strand Hotel. Now, this is the area and the President. Now, the President Hotel was that hotel that they did that film. There was a film back in the 80s, I think it was. They did a mini-series. Check it out on YouTube. And it's, I think it's called Hotel by the Sea, I think. Anyway, and they did it about the people who were operating the President Hotel. And it was a really good program. I'm sure it was there. And it was certainly round this direction anyway. And this is the same direction where Alan Bradley got killed. It was either there or here. I can't remember. It's one of the two. I'm sure it's the President Hotel. Think, don't drink and drive. That's always tickled me. Why do they need to tell people not to drink and drive? If you've got a driving licence, you should know that. Okay, there's the model aeroplanes. Airfix, sponsored by Airfix, obviously. It was obviously a lot better with the real plane there. Now we're heading towards North Shore now. We're now on North Shore. And obviously, as we get up here, these are the far better illumination. So we're just going past the Savoy Hotel. This is more for the older generation down this side, I believe. Because obviously quieter down here. Now these illuminations here are the ones that were designed by that Boeing guy, that Llewellyn Boeing geezer, the guy who does designing stuff. I remember when it was commissioned by Blackpool Council to do it years ago. Is it Lawrence Boeing? Something like that. Anyway, he commissioned these. And we're just going past the casino. And obviously these are my favourite illuminations down here. I think these are everybody's favourite illuminations down here. The ones that are predicting, that's not the word I'm looking for. Showing different seeds. I can't remember the word I'm looking for is. But I'm just going to move the camera to a little side. Can I move the camera? So you can actually see them. They're on my right-hand screen. So there's some dancing girls there, some sunsets. The big one. Now these obviously have been here for decades, absolute decades. And you say we're not going very fast along here, but we're not stopping. So obviously you can slow this down and zoom in on any one you want to particularly have a look at. But what I'll do is I will turn round and I'll come back along these ones. There's Doctor Who, because you can't really see a great vision of them here. But hello, that lady's waving at us. She's looking very cold there. So I'll turn round down here at Red Bank Road, and then so you'll be able to have a proper look at the ones like the haunted house here on the left hand side. It's not the best of pictures, the way the angle of the camera is. Obviously if you carry on along this road it'll take you to Bishburn, and after Bishburn is Fleetwood. What I'm going to do is I'm going to nip down one of these side streets by the side of the old Hearts Amusements, and then come back up Red Bank Road, and then I can show you what they look like. Oh, I can't go that way. I was going to do that, but I didn't realise it's a no entry sign. So the Hearts Amusements are closed. It's still called, the sides are apparently going to be changed, but it's now open, but it's owned by somebody else now. I have no idea who owns it. So I'm just going to turn round down here, and then we'll go back onto it. Actually, what I can do is just go back around the side street there and pick them up on the way down. So I just turn right here. This will take me back onto the front. I say this is Red Bank Road. I'm going down now. I think there's still a few guest houses down here. These all used to be guest houses, but there's a few of them left, but not that many. A lot of them are private houses now. Like I say, I'll just take you back to where the I've still got a half hour to kill. I'll take you back to where the Airfix models were, and then we'll go along Dixon Road after that. So that's a depiction. Depiction! That was the word I was looking for. A depiction of mummies. So that's an Egyptian type of feel there. And then the next one seems to be the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. And then we got something which is, I don't quite know what that is. Lots of movie stuff. Then we got the Coral Island, that seems to be a boat. I'm not sure if that's anything to do with the actual Coral Island itself, or is it just a happy coincidence? Okay, yeah, so you can actually see him from a different angle here. As I said, if you do want to come and see the illuminations, they are on until the end of the year. And at least you don't have to queue up for them after the 3rd of January, because it does go very quiet. So there's one there with fish on it. Okay, lights around the world, astronauts, seems to be an ice cream van there. Sooty and Sweep. Yeah, more Sooty and Sweep. Basil Brush, Postman Pat. Some of the old classic cartoon characters here. I definitely think I've sorted out the vibrating on my my iPad. This is definitely a lot clearer picture. What it was on the thing I had, there's a button in the middle that you push in, and it puts the sucker straight onto the window. I didn't know it did that, and I pressed it by accident. Okay, looks like we're coming to a traffic slowing here for some reason. Okay, what we'll do is we'll nip around this. We've already seen these anyway, so we're gonna go head towards Dixon Road, so we'll just nip around this. If I turn right here, this should take me towards the back of the Savoy. There seemed to be a traffic jam there for whatever reason that was. Yeah, this will take me to the back of the Savoy, I think. And if I do get lost, at least I can see the tower, so I know where I'm going. Okay, so what's this? Okay, well that guy was just about to pull out directly in front of me. Good job, somebody's got a wits about him, isn't it? The only problem about driving down these streets, because these streets are quite narrow, especially because you've got cars parked on both sides. You've got to remember, when these houses were built back in Victorian times, a lot of these were built in Victorian times, there was nowhere near the level of cars that we have nowadays, so the roads were never made that big. And obviously now, each house has got at least one car. A lot of houses have 2 cars. And nowhere to park them, so it obviously becomes problematic, doesn't it? So it's actually a bit better down here. Can I get out here? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Yes, I can get out here. So this will take me to the Airfix model, but just from a different direction. Got the Gin now, the Gin pub, because this is Gin Square. I don't know why it's called Gin Square, because it's not square, it's actually circular. There's obviously a reason behind that. So it's 8:15 now. Oh, I didn't tell you what date it is. Tuesday. People do like, and it's I think it's the 8th. It's something like that anyway. It's the 7th or the 8th. Obviously there's somebody learning to drive in front of me. You should always be patient with learner drivers. We all had to learn at one point. I don't understand these people who are impatient when you've got to learn a driver there. Everybody has to learn. You don't wake up one morning and suddenly know how to drive. You have to be instructed. At some point I couldn't drive. You can always tell the learner driver, even though there's an L plate on the top, they're just overly cautious. Oh, there's something going on here. I don't know what's going on. Something seems to be in the middle of the road. I don't quite know what's going on here. There's definitely something going on here. Somebody seems to have fell off the motorbike. Okay. Oh, somebody seems to have had an accident there, and there seems to be there's people attending to them. There seems to be a delivery, Uber delivery, or whatever. Just Eats. It was a Just Eats delivery person on a motorbike. They seem to be on the floor. And that bus decides to do a 3-point turn smack in the middle of this road. Quite know where he's going. Oh, you can't see the back end of the car. He's reversing into the back of a hotel. There's always something going on in Blackpool, isn't there? And fair play to the learner driver in front of me. He's had to go round the crash motorcyclist, deal with a coach reversing in. And he doesn't seem to have stalled or flapped. He's a little bit cautious on the brakes, but that just comes with experience. For those of you who don't drive, you can always tell people inexperienced tend to use brakes a lot, where people who've been driving a long time, we tend to use the gears to slow ourselves down because we're just lazy. So we're just heading along Dixon Road now, and you can tell he's cautious because we're in a 30-mile-an-hour zone and we're doing 20 miles an hour at the moment. But to be fair, that's not too bad an idea, to be fair, because this area can get quite yobbish and a lot of drunks around here. I'd say we're now on Dixon Road now. I'm going to go straight over. And then we'll head down Talbot Road. Talbot Road, sorry. Somebody will shout, it's Talbot Road, not Talbot Road. So we've got Mark Kelly's on my right hand side. Now we're heading down Talbot Road now, going past Garland's and where the tram tracks are. I was told the tram stopped driving down here at 7 o'clock and it's to do with the illuminations traffic, which makes sense to be fair, because we had a conversation about that before, didn't we? And I wasn't quite sure why they were stopping, but apparently it's to do with the illuminations traffic, because there's so much illuminations traffic at night, it obviously creates a problem, which makes sense. And there's North Pier directly ahead of me. So Roy Chubby Brown's here. The Drift is what it was. So when's he on next? August, September, October. 26th of October. That seems to be his next date here. Yeah, 26th of October is his next date here. So if you're not seeing him, I'll definitely recommend you see him, as long as you're not easily offended. Mind you saying that, if you're easily offended, I doubt you'll be watching my videos, so I think you're probably safe to say you probably enjoy Chubby Brown. He's so funny. I will admit I haven't seen him for a few years, not live. Well, you know where we are now. This is where we drove past earlier. Well, I've got to go up towards the Waterloo area, so I might as well carry on driving. By Harry Ramsden's now, which is still open. Horsey Clip Club. Actually, I need to nip to the toilet, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bob back to the back of the arcade and just go and use my lavatory in the arcade. So I'll nip round this way. I'll nip to Peter. I think I say he's gone home now, so I can just use the one in the back of my place. I'm only going to be a couple of minutes, so I'll leave the video running. I'll only be a couple of minutes anyway. Stop the car, I want to wee. Stop the car, I want to wee. Stop the car, I want to wee. And I want to wee now. And we'll just go past the number 13 pub. I've not been in there since it was a pump and junction. As I said, I'm going to need the camera running, and I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Right, don't panic, I'm back now, guys. Now, that's the problem about getting old, yeah? As you get old, I swear to God, your bladder shrinks. I think I've got the bladder the size of a pea now. So every time I have a drink of pop or something like that, I have to go for a wee about 2 minutes later. I think that's just a getting old thing. He's going, what's he up to now? Where's he going now? I have no idea at all. So it is 8:30 and oh, James is closed, so his big gun didn't last very long tonight. So we're just going past Metro slots. Now there's a taxi driver just completely blocked the road, as taxi drivers do. Okay, he's then moved over. So by the Hardwick now, which has just had new carpets in it last week, I think it was. I saw the carpet fitters in there for a bit of useless information. I will just drive up Tilsley Road. Okay, is this guy going to move? Okay, more road works down here. We explained this before. They're sticking all the utility supplies in now for the new houses, you know, the gas, the water, the electricity piping and all that kind of stuff. So there's a new sweetie shop there, candy shop. He seems to do a lot of hours, that place does. Ho Bargains, back of Ho Bargains is the other side of Ho Bargains where you get your free cash point machine. Now we're on Lytham Road. Well, considering this was just an illumination tour, it's turned into a magical mystery tour, hasn't it? Going past the Bridge pub. They say there's not a lot going on at all. Apparently the weather's going to be awful tomorrow. It started today, but apparently it's going to be quite bad tomorrow. Tomorrow and Thursday, I believe. I've got about 15 minutes to kill now. He's obviously in a rush. We'll go down Waterloo Road. Why not? Why not indeed? We're going to see how they're doing with that Hearts building that they knocked down. Because I did see the building next to it, they started sticking some kind of scaffolding up. I presume it's to prop it up. When you knock one building down, you obviously have to prop the buildings up next to it, don't you? So we're now on Waterloo Road. As I've said before on numerous occasions, this is closed as quite early Waterloo Road. It's only really in daytime. There's a couple of shops open, but there's not really a lot open. There's a chippy open, the seaside traditional fish and chip. Not bad in there, to be fair. Not bad. And the old post office on my right hand side. I've no idea what that building's used for now. And obviously just there, we're going to drive around this corner anyway, onto Bond Street, is where the old Heart building used to be. And you can see just here, as I turn, where I meant about where they scaffolded the building next to it. And I'm assuming it was connected, so they obviously have had to scaffold it up to stop it falling down. I presume they'll be putting props and stuff on it to make sure it doesn't fall down. I'm no civil engineer, so, but I'm assuming that's what they're doing. The Last Resort pub. Jade Light. I wonder that chip it. I said that's a convenience store that I noticed before. There's just opened there, new convenience store there. We'll take a drive down. Nice road here. What's it called again? I've forgotten. I know you're all shouting at the telly at the moment, telling me what road it is. Station Road. That's it, Station Road. We're down Station Road now. Oh, if you can't find it, grind it. My clutch is going, to be fair. Well, what time is that? I've got another 10 minutes, so we'll do another quick 10-minute drive around, then I'm going to have to head off and pick Missy up. So what we'll do, we'll nip up this way here, go over the bridge, which is the stupidest place I've ever seen anyone put a pelican crossing. Look at that. What a place to put a pelican crossing, right on the brow of a hill. Oh my God, what a stupid place to put a pelican crossing. Yeah, we'll go this way. I'll show you some. These are some houses down here, and I think down here at the end is where the caravan club is. I think this is where the caravans come in to a caravan park. I think we'll just come and have a look anyway, and that's like the on-site club. Private land. So I think around the side of that is where you where the caravans go, and that's the club for the caravan site. I think that's what it is anyway. That wasn't the road I was actually looking for. I think it may have been this road I was looking for. Yes, I think it's this road here. Because these are quite nice houses around here. And I wanted to take you around here and show you these houses around here. This is really a nice area here. Some nice houses around here. I know that because I've been canvassing around here. Some really big chunky houses here. These are definitely worth a bob or two around here. And that right directly in front of me is Watson Road Park. So what we'll do is we'll drive down here, and then this will take us onto Watson Road. So on my left hand side there is Watson Road Park, where it's all dark now, and at the bottom here is Watson Road. two bungalows on my right hand side. Right guys, I'm going to have to head off now and go and pick Missy up. So I'm going to leave you at this stage here. I'll leave you at these traffic lights up here. Now I hope you've enjoyed this quick illumination tour and this drive around some of the back streets of Blackpool. A typical me video. I've no idea where I'm going or where I've been or where I'm going to. So if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And please put comments in the bottom. I do read all the comments eventually. Yep, you know I've read them because I either reply or give you a thumbs up or something like that. It's just to acknowledge that I've actually read the comment. So every comment you put on, I always get round to reading. And to be fair, I'm quite on top of them at the moment. I'm not 3 weeks behind like I was before. So we're just heading towards that bridge again down here. So as I said, if you like this video, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost you a copper coin, and I'll speak to you later. Thanks a lot for watching and bye for now.